for the past 2 years, is there any single thing you can point to that this administration has done, or a policy initiative that looks like it's putting Nigeria in the right direction? Is there just any one that you can mention?
Yes, they have succeeded in one thing. In fact, they did it so perfectly. You know what they did well?
Go ahead, sir.
Lying and propaganda. You defined lying and propaganda. They have done it so well that...
Is that a policy direction? Is that a policy initiative?
As far as APC is concerned, that's it. It's part of their policy. It's an achievement. If you don't have it, you can't work with APC. You can't. I am telling you that the way they have redefined lying and propaganda, Satan will be grinning with envy. He'll be wondering, where was I? I never thought some people can lie more than me. Because how did the God describe Satan? He said he's the father of lies. That is the description God gave Satan, the father of lies. So if somebody have beaten him to his own game, then that person must be given So they have succeeded in that. I will give it to them. They can package propaganda, and gullible Nigeria will believe that this is the facts. This is the truth. Like the way they are praising themselves now. Can't you see? Can't you see that some people believe in all these lies? Can't you see? You met exchange rate at 700 naira
at
to $1.
Okay, 700 naira.
Yeah, 700, between 7 and 400 or so. Now, where is it? Has he ever come down since Tinubu came into office? And yet he's praising himself.
Fluctuating up and down.
Has he ever
At a point, it got to 1,200.
Has he ever come close to where he met it? Tell me, has he ever come close to where he met it since he came into office? So what was the reason? Is it not bad economic management? Is there any other reason? With all the money he's getting though, the fuel subsidy board that they told us that is a panacea for all problems. The day he was really this thing, he listed what this fuel subsidy removal will do for Nigeria. Mr. Okoro, 2 years after, we didn't see anything. Rather, he has gone to borrow money for the same fuel subsidy removal. And we are going to pay 7.7 trillion naira to NNPC for the same subsidy. Please, is it not hard to tell a lie in such a way that you be confused? That's why I told you that they succeeded in doing one thing very well, lying and propaganda. Explain to us, why would you go and pay 7.7 trillion naira to NNPC? Is the NNPC part of government because it has been what? It has been liberalized.
Because NNPC was importing on behalf of the government.
Are you serious? Why should that be? Why can't what's it called? Why can't MRS import for government? Why can't Renault import for government? Hold on.
NNPC is government owned.
Really? Government owned? I thought they had removed their hand there. It's now NNPCL. Why would government now own it? Who is signing the check in NNPC? That money you are paying to NMC, where is it going to? They're supposed to be independent. When they liberalized the telecom industry, did you hear that Nitel is playing any role in that industry again? It is only in Nigeria that a regulator will be a player. And you are telling me that that thing will succeed. It's only in Nigeria. NNPC is supposed to be a regulator. It's not supposed to be handling any business of importation or distribution. It's not supposed to. That is where the compromise comes in. Yet Nigerians are not asking questions. Why would the NNPC be regulator and importer? Are you telling me that they will not be thinking for their own interests to the detriment of other importers and distributors of fuel products? How can that be? I gave you an example here. When Nitel died, he gave rise to MTN, Airtel, and Glo. Since that time, have you had any major complaint from those areas? But why is it every time NNPC? Can't they just stay away from this particular business? I mean, completely.
We are running out of.
There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of ourselves, self-implosion, self-immolation? Can't you see that we are tottering, we are wobbly, we are groggy? Can't you see that we are falling apart? Can't you see that we needed, as yesterday, to do something urgent to save Nigeria from the precipice, from breaking up into smithereens. Can't you see that the house is collapsing, that the edifice is collapsing? Can't everybody see it? Even if you are blind, can't you feel it? Even if you are blind and you can't feel it.
Well, it's just unfortunate that here, when we talk things that should be taken serious, things that are seriously affecting us, you know, when we talk it, it sounds funny. Oh yes, it sounds funny because, I understand, because when you tell our stories to people that are in their normal senses, they will laugh because they wouldn't believe it's true. Yes, they wouldn't believe it's true. But in reality, these are things that are happening in this country. Honestly speaking, people are suffering on daily basis, you know, from one predicament or the other, you know, on daily basis. It's neither this issue or this issue. And the only thing we keep hearing is the next election date. It's just quite unfortunate. Now, let me ask you, watching this now. For the past 2.5 years that this government has been in office, what do you think that they have achieved? I'm asking, please do well to drop your comment on the comment section. We'll discuss at the comment section. This is 2.5 years. In fact, nobody is talking about anything now. What we are talking about now is 2027, next presidential election. But let me ask you, for the past 2.5 years, what do you think that they have achieved or they have done that you and I have benefited? Yes, what do you think? Please do well to drop your comment on the comment section. But for now, let me still allow you to watch this video.
87 naira per litre for fuel under a PDP, abi? And the same PDP, we are paying subsidy on petroleum product that we are enjoying, 30 million litres per day for 16 years. Nigerians, I want you people to help me here. For 16 years, PDP was paying subsidy for 30 million litres of fuel per day. When APC took over, the thing now ballooned to where it is today, about 1,800 or so, 1,800, 1,000. It hovered between 800 and 1,000. Now, the subsidy PDP we are paying, please, how much could it have been? Or are you telling me that between the 87 naira to where it is today, then the PDP was paying the difference as subsidy? It's not possible. No government anywhere in the world can pay that amount of money for subsidy. Even in US where they're paying, it cannot be more than $5 or $10 max. But APC came into office. Both the liter of fuel we are paying subsidy on a day went up as far as 68. It came down to 40 something, and now it's moving between 45 and 46 million litres per day. Meanwhile, with the hardship, people have stopped using their cars. In fact, they have sold their cars to survive, to pay school fees and rent and all that. There is less cars on the road. So who is buying this fuel that it jumped to 40 something million litres per day? No accountability, no record, no data. You can see now. So imagine the difference of this subsidy. We are looking at almost 800 naira here. The difference. Now tell me, please, somebody use your calculator or your laptop. Multiply 800 naira per day. Multiply by 46 million litres per day. See how much this government is making per day from fuel. So okay. Whatever the government...
That was the question I asked. Apparently, there is more money in the system from fuel subsidy. So the question is, who is paying this money?
Hold on. No, we are... Listen very well. Listen. Now, by the time you calculate, you now see that whatever the governors are getting is just a token, crumb from the table. But are they getting more? The real cash is somewhere. That is the truth.
Are the governors getting more?
I don't know.
But they agree that they are getting more. And some of them are working.
How many people have agreed? How many people have agreed that they are getting this money? Even what they are getting is not commensurate with the fuel subsidy that you are paying, that you have removed. It's not commensurate. That's what I'm telling you here. So the money is like a token. The real money is somewhere that nobody has given account. Now let me tell you again. Just sometime early this year, last year, the National Assembly called the Minister of Finance and said, come, the fuel subsidy that we have been, let us know what is how much have you saved, and then how much have you been paying to our foreign debt and all that. Let us go and
okay, talking about foreign, the president just paid $3.5 billion dollars.
I am coming. Let me to tell you that there is fraud somewhere. Now, immediately these people mentioned that particular incident or that issue. The Minister of Finance said, no, you cannot discuss that here. Let's go inside the room and discuss it. Till today, we didn't know or hear anything about it up till now. What does that tell you, Mr. Okoro? That means there is something that they are not telling us. So I don't believe that anybody is removing or paying subsidy somewhere. I don't believe it. I don't believe there is fraud going on there. That particular incident told me all I need to know. They could not come out and tell us that, yes, this is how much we have saved, this is how we spend the money. I remember when Abacha did it, he raised it from 11 naira to 14 naira. He created the Petroleum Trust Fund, is that not true? Headed by Buhari.
Okay.
Where that money was channeled into. Look at, just a difference of 3 naira. Look at what they did with it. In your fuel subsidy now that you are paying trillions and trillions, where is the evidence? That money should have been used as a buffer instead of you to go and borrow money again to cushion the effect of the subsidy remove. Then it means that this subsidy money you remove is nowhere to be found. It just entered into oblivion because other people that remove subsidy before that added money to the pump price of fuel, we saw what they did with it. Petroleum Trust Fund is there. In this particular case now, Tinubu, the fuel subsidy that you told us you remove, where is the benefit to anybody? Can you point at something now that yes, this is where this subsidy removal is going into? That
so essentially, Barrister, you are of the opinion that there is nothing like fuel subsidy.
In fact, I had told you, I gave you an example with PDP. They were paying subsidy and Nigeria had life. Can't you get it?
Barrister, a few people were taking the money and putting it into their pocket.
The fact
people were pocketing the money.
The fact that they were paying subsidy.
Barrister, are you aware that a certain individual in this country has been sent to jail by the EFCC on account of the fact that he was pocketing subsidy money? The son of the former PDP chairman. Mamanade, his son has been sent to jail by EFCC. So doesn't that tell you that there was fraud in
do you throw away the baby at the bathwater? No, tell me, is it a fact that PDP were paying subsidy?
No, they were paying subsidy. Buhari paid subsidy as well. Buhari paid subsidy. Now this president had the courage to say, look, enough of all this.
After the movie, what happened?
And the governors are getting more money. Even at the federal, at the center, there is more money.
No, that is the trick.
The FCT is getting more money. Look at what Wike is doing in Abuja.
That is the fraud. Mr. Okoro, instead of giving this money to governor that they don't know what to do with it, Tinubu should have channeled that money into all this that he wants to go and borrow money now for.
Barrister, he's building the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway.
I am telling you how these things are done.
Barrister,
by now,
the president is building the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway.
And so what?
Okay, he's channeling the money there.
At what cost? 30 kilometers out of 700 kilometers. Is that what you?
That's the starting point. How about the Badagry Sokoto?
How much?
How about the Badagry Sokoto?
Mr. Okoro, how much have we spent so far? No accountability. I am telling you what Tinubu should have done with this subsidy removal. That today people will be saying, yes, we are seeing it. Is that not true? Or that even a military head of state knows what to do, but Tinubu doesn't know. Rather, he was using that money to bribe governor to support him. Is that not what has turned out to be now? Yes, all these government, we are getting more money. So what? What are you doing with it? Tinubu should have channeled that money into productive ventures. Where everything can hardly will benefit from it. That's what I'm saying. Not to use it to
ventures like what? Ventures like
good. This prepaid meter, this electricity tariff, this megawatt of electricity that we don't have. You should have used that money to make sure that those areas are tidied up. Mr. Okoro, you should have used that money to make sure that insurgency stop in Nigeria, terrorism, by buying arms and ammunition that the soldiers needed. Is that not true? By even employing more manpower to make sure that this thing is stamped out. Is that not true? By now, please, with that kind of money, no industry should have been closed down. the 7.2 million the industries that closed down, that money would have been used to give them loan or grants to make sure that they remain in business. The Western world did it when there was worldwide economic meltdown in their country. They did it. They make sure that they give them money to make sure that the engine the factories the engines in the factory does not stop running. That's what they did. In the case of Tinubu, what did they do with the fuel? Nothing. That's what I'm saying you hear. Nothing. And you're telling yourself, how much did you even save? Let us know. It's not enough to go and tell one or two governors that yes, they said that, how much did you get?
But the Nigeria's foreign reserve has also increased. That means it's saving money.
It's saving what?
Money.
We are not seeing all these things.
But the foreign reserve is increasing.
Oh my, Mr. Okoro, if you are doing that, why should you go and borrow money again?
For infrastructure.
No. You should have used that money to do what you want to do. Because when you go and borrow in, you must go and sorrow in. Your children will pay for that loan.
Barrister, America is borrowing. Are they sorrowing?
Are you serious? So if America,
Barrister, Japan is borrowing. Are they going as sorrowing?
Hold on, please. I have told you people. Some people will come and tell there's nothing wrong in borrowing. I don't want to hear that word. There's everything wrong in borrowing, especially the Nigerian system. You are not good. You don't know how to manage borrowed funds. They don't borrow. We have enough here to manage our resources. You are telling me those who borrow. How about those who don't borrow money? Mr. Okoro, how many times have China gone? In fact, the IMF and the World Bank cannot even borrow.
At some point, China borrowed money.
At some point.
Yes.
Don't
you think that is the point where we are now?
No. Hold on. At the point we are now, with what we have done so far, if you manage resources very well, we don't need to borrow money from anybody. We are not managing this. Tinubu is frittering this money away on useless ventures. That is why we are not seeing the dividend. I told you here what a right-thinking leader should have done with that money. Put it somewhere. Get a real technocrat, honest men like a Christopher Kolade. You were part of those managing sovereign wealth fund. There are credible Nigerians who will manage that fund. Critical sectors.
The president is funding NEL fund, student loan scheme. The president is doing that.
Are you serious?
Just yesterday, the president made an approval for 45,000 naira to be paid at least to students who enroll into technical schools in Nigeria, so that TVET, the technical vocational and education training, will get some boosts across the country. 45,000 naira a piece. Barrister, isn't that a step in the right direction?
It is not. It is all this money, all the palliative that people have been doling out, it doesn't get to the right people. All of them have ended up in controversy, in fraud, like this NEL fund now. You saw what ICPC discovered about NEL fund. Is that not true? The money is not getting down to the real people. Mr. Okoro, the graduate intake has dropped. Even with the NEL fund, it has dropped because hardship, inflation has taken away the money. That money is just for school fees. How about feeding? How about accommodation? Very critical area for a student. Are you going to stand up and be reading? Are you going to be hungry and be reading?
Shouldn't we cut the president some slack for even introducing that?
I have told you here, I didn't see what to cut for him because all his policies ended up in a cul-de-sac. All his policies, none of them.
Nigerian students are benefiting from NEL fund.
No, it's not. How many of them? Mr. Okoro, if you are supposed to take care of 1 million people and you ended up with 50,000 people, what have you done?
Please, there's a starting point.
No. That money is supposed to, in fact, it's supposed to be a boost. But we are not.
Isn't that what it is doing, Barry?
No, it's not. I told you here. I told you the money have ended up in some people's pockets. That money, it has ended up in some people's pockets. Some students collected that loan and walked out of the university. You had what? In fact, some schools now, I think 1 or 2 universities are refunding money to students from that NEL fund. What does that tell you? It has ended up in people's pockets. So that policy did not work, and it will not work because it was not well thought out. Like every Tinubu policy, it was not. I have told you here, whenever you want to achieve results, in anything you want to, go and call experts. Because you don't know. Don't give it to party men thinking that they will do the job. No, they see it as their own national cake. That is what is wrong with Tinubu. All the policies, give it to his party APC people thinking that they are working for him. No. Go and check all the policies. Has any of them worked? The answer is no. Nothing you can point and say, yeah, this area, they got it well. Everybody is feeling it. people are enjoying it. When you gather a few people for something that the whole country should enjoy, is that success? Can you use it as success? The answer is no.
All right, so you have seen it. What do you think? Please do well to drop your comment on the comment section what you think. All right, I'll see you by next video. Thank you and God bless you.